I probably started taking photographs when I was around 9 years old. I remember getting a camera. I'm over 50 years in the profession now, and yeah, I've been a small-town portrait photographer for my whole life. Picture is of somebody, but a portrait is about somebody, and that has to come through in that expression. And I've learned just to honor and respect and be curious enough about people to just talk to people. Really, a great portrait about somebody is one where you allow them to be co-creators in this moment, and you are smart enough to realize that people will give you those gifts along the way. So this image is lit by just one small little LED light. We had been doing several traditional kind of photographs and stuff, and I usually like to give people just a moment, and I said, I'll be back with you in a second. And she looked away, and I don't know where she was, but she wasn't with me in that moment. It was her moment. Communication is, to me, what I've learned to be the most powerful tool in my tool bag, so to speak. It's not about the equipment, it's about what I can say, what I can listen to. One of the questions I always like to end with is, if you could have back any one day, what would it be? In this instance, I asked that question, and she looked down and looked away and hesitated for a minute and closed her eyes, and she went very deep into whatever that was. Sometimes folks tell me, other times they don't. I, to this day, don't know what it was that brought this emotion to her, but it was genuine and real, and this picture will always connect with that for her. And so I started later in my life now making bird photographs, but I realized I make my bird photographs much like I do my portraits. The snowy owls that live way up in the Arctic made a very unusual trek down, and there was a whole pile of them showed up in Massachusetts. Didn't mean it was easy to find. And my wife says, you know, you're never going to get another chance to see one of these things, never mind photograph one. I think you better go out and look for it. So sure enough, I get up bright and early that morning, and I get my nice long Tamron lens on, and off I go. And I'm coming into the parking lot of this area where I'm going to hike probably 3 miles in, where everybody's been seeing this thing. And I'm coming into the parking lot, there's no one around, and I'm looking, and as I pulled in, there's the dang owl sitting right there on the side of the... I didn't have to get out of the car. And it was like he was there just waiting for me. I think there is serendipity in the moment, and sometimes you just have to be ready for it.